Hello, Mr. Chairman. It's Aussie Villain. Mate, I am feeling like just over £12 million. No, mate, there's no way I stuffed this up. No, not at all. Anyway, mate, listen, the reason I'm calling is that I was hoping once we get this Champions League money in, yeah, we are getting it in, mate, don't worry about it, that maybe you can stop accepting bids behind my back for my players. You'll see what you can do. Mate, just don't get involved. It's not that hard. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 11, Episode 4 here at H&W Welders on The Impossible Dream. And today is surely the day we make the Champions League. We have a 5-1 lead over Dundalk going to Ireland for the second leg. And surely not even I can stuff this one up. But we do have a little bit of, we're playing Ballymena in the league before that as well. But we do have a little bit of bad news, and that is on the injury front. The minor injury, which means he'll miss this league game, is Aaron McDade, pulled thigh, about a week. So he'll be missing today. Hopefully, it's not going to cost him in his chase down of the league goal scoring record. It should just be one game, so it should be absolutely fine. But the disappointing one, Anthony Armstrong, our star midfielder, a month, a week either side of a month, hopefully sooner rather than later. He has strained his groin. He is out of this episode today, and will probably start at the Champions League group stage as well. So that is a relatively big loss for us, because we know what he can do, and he's been in good form. Look at that in the Champions League so far, with 3 goals and 2 assists as well. So not ideal, but we'll do our best to cope as we can. Now, you haven't missed anything since last episode. We have come straight back, and as I said, we do get some league football today against Ballymena. I don't know why I stumble over all these names. Well, there's Ballymena, Ballyclare, and Ballina Millard. I mean, that's why I stumble over them, but it's not that difficult. But anyway, so we're going to play them. We are neck and neck with Linfield after 2 games at the top of the table. And then, of course, well, hopefully we're going to beat Dundalk and then have a Champions League group stage draw to end the episode with. So let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Ballymena. They are 8th in the league in these early days, and this is what we're doing. We're expecting a 5-3-2 from them, and as for us, well, we're putting out a relatively strong side because I'm relatively confident we've got the Dundalk game in the bag. So it's Zayanetti in goal. It is Davies, McMenemy, Lewis, and Monaghan as the back four. McQuaid and Munier go in midfield. Fisher, Napoleon moves into the number 10 role for us with Lake as the left winger. Davidson goes up top, and, well, let's hope we can get a really good result here. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Shay Curran was with us for a while, wasn't he? Back, was that almost in the championship or early days in the top flight? Anyway, what do you want to say to this? Pickup wheel, I don't like that as a team talk. Do we just give the fans, we're favourites here, give the fans a performance? I could maybe get on board with that. I don't like having 2 nervous defenders. That could be better for us. But it's only McMenemy, who tends to start games nervously anyway. All right, and here we go. Potentially banana skin away from home. Ballymena were promoted for this season. They really did kind of fall off a cliff, didn't they? It wasn't that long ago that they were sort of our main competition for 3rd spot. And they sort of fell away really quickly. Glentoran took over from them. And that is a header from Fisher at the back post. Come on. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they have. Early signs here that it's all at our end of the field. I am going to play a relatively strong side against Dundalk, but obviously with 5-1 in the first leg, we can afford, I think, to put our priority perhaps in this game. Certainly in terms of attacking players, we'll still play a strong defense against Dundalk because that's how they'll get back into it, isn't it? Is by scoring goals. So we're not going to take it light at the back, but certainly in attacking areas, I think we can afford, as Davidson hits the side netting, to make sure the focus is on this game. And of course, if we do happen to take a lead in this one, then we can obviously start to rest players. My plan is to start Turpey against Dundalk, give him some game time as well, because he could be a star for us. There's no doubt about that. And as an academy player as well, the better he is, then the better it is going to be for us. Munier, back to Lewis. Back out to Munier. Can he get across in? He goes down the side there for Fisher. Fisher onto his left foot. Fisher hits the post. And there's just signs in this game that we're setting ourselves up to be FM'd. We've got to start taking some chances here. McQuaid has it. What can he do? Cross in for Fisher. It's down for Davidson. It's blocked away. It's still blocked away. Is it a penalty? No, it's not. Munier picks it up. Monahan is in. He's got half a football pitch over there. But he can't quite get it done. Let's tell him to focus. It's overwhelmed them. And we've got defending to do. And there's nothing short. And this is going in the back of the net, is there? Ooh. Outside of the post. If we get another shout before half time, I think we'll berate them and try and... No, it's just overwhelmed them as well. Alright, so I think what we need to do here is... We're not happy with that. I think what we need to do is look to exploit the flanks, isn't it? Or at least look for the overlap, because we saw Monahan and Davies have had so much space getting forward from fullback. So I think that's what we need to do. Let's look for the overlaps. I wonder if we just lower the tempo down. And yeah, I mean, defensively, we're absolutely fine, weren't we? They really didn't threaten us. But we do need to be better this second half. We've got a kick-off highlight. Can we get the ideal start to the second half, or is it going to go a little bit wrong for us here? There's a decent ball looking for Fisher, but well defended. Munier is there. This is decent pressure. There's the ball forward. We win that with Lewis. Down for Napoleon. And what can the great man, the Australian man, do? Napoleon. Tackled away. Lake picks it up. Lake goes back to McQuaid. Can McQuaid thread a pass? Look at the overlapping run. There's Napoleon, even edge of the area. Davies, cross in. It's no Munier, and Munier over the bar. So again, a solid start to the half. But no goal. Davidson over a free kick. Davidson, oh, it's a good one. It's off the post. We're gonna lose this game 1-0, aren't we? You can see it coming an absolute mile away. I wonder if we try a calm down. Everybody focus, please. McMenemy over a free kick. Goes wide for Davies. Back to McMenemy. He's not the worst with the ball at his feet. There's a ball for Davies. Can he get a cross in? There for McQuaid. There's the cross. It's down for Davidson. No, it's not. It's McQuaid again to Napoleon. Wide. Look at the space Davies has. Pull it back, mate. Surely pick out a shirt. It's there for Fisher. Oh, and finally, thank you, Jesus. It's gone in. And it went in off the post. Back to Fisher, and it found its way in the back of the net. So we finally, after more than an hour, broken the deadlock here. It's been coming, and eventually, via the post, it came. He couldn't miss the second time around, could he? But there we go. Goal number 6 this season for Fisher, and we've come straight back. If we concede, I will not be a happy Aussie villain. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's put pressure on. Let's go for the old 1-2 punch. There's a ball forward. Lewis is there. Lewis can't go away. Let me know. Everybody fully expected that to go in the back of the net, didn't we? Unbelievable. Let's give them some praise. And see what we can do. I mean, the XG is ridiculous compared to what we've actually scored here. All right, who's not having the best game? I mean, no one's playing badly. That's the stupid thing about this, isn't it? We've not had a bad game. Davies to Lake. Lake chips it in. It's headed away. Munier. Come on. I'm wondering if Davidson might be the problem. He's not had a good start to the year. And, oh, there we go. There's his goal. Excellent finish. Fisher with the knockdown. Fisher is just so useful, isn't he? He's a really, really good player. We'll give them some praise for that. 2-0, that should be enough. We've seen nothing from them so far. So, I mean, they might fluke one, which they've almost done, I suppose. But look at that. Wonderful knockdown. Good finish. And 2-0. And this is what we need to do. We just need to win these games in the league, keep it all chugging along, and well, just wait for Linfield to slip up, basically, don't we? But we've underperformed our XG, and that never happens. We'll just keep praising them. We've got some fresh players for Europe, and a good solid 2-0 win on the road, and we've played well. I'd love to know how do you get the player stats here? There it is, player statistics. Who's had the shots there? 8 shots for Fisher. Only 25% on target. I mean, again, that's not particularly good. But no one's had it. Oh, there it is there. It's Dylan Lake that's had 4 and none. There's just a few guys that had, yeah, didn't quite get it done for us. Good win though, boys. That was fairly solid. So there's the other results. Linfield won, Larne won, and Glentoran's still going with us as well with a perfect record after 3 games. So Harlan and Wolf Welders hammer Ballymena even, and the reserves have won, so that's good. Guys, wait right there, because next up, we will hopefully be qualifying for the Champions League. Okay, welcome back. This is hopefully the moment. Now, a little bit to catch you up on. Larne had a bid laughed off in their faces as they made a stupid bid for Napoleon. Never, ever going to happen. And a little bit of bad news is Nathan Lewis, our on-loan defender, about a month with sprained ankle ligaments. We saw him just then playing against Ballymena, and that is a little bit of a loss for us. So he is unavailable for the next month or so, which, as I said, not ideal, but we'll deal as best we can. Now let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are 5-1 up against Dundalk. Surely they're not going to come back. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. Zanetti in goal. Ellis Coyle comes in, and the reason that he is playing this one is because Martin is a booking away from a suspension. So given the state of the tie, we'll try and not lose him for a game in the group stage. Simpson and Monaghan will be the rest of the defence. McGreevy and Al Emin are going to play in midfield for us. Jacobs, Chambers and King in behind. Gary Turpey up top. And we do have a strong bench with Davidson, Fisher, Napoleon, Munier, Alba if we need him, and Martin, as I said, is there as the backup defence. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. I mean, they've got a decent team. Theo Mooney, we signed him somewhere as a decent prospect. Maghoma is a decent prospect early on. So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of names there of players that are useful midfielders. We can't allow complacency. I've been drilling that into them in as much as possible in pre-game press conferences and all whatnot. But we'll get out there and hopefully not lose by by 4-0. If we can get a goal, cancel out their away goal, of course, that will be not key, but it will certainly strengthen the chances even more that we're going to be going through. And of course, if we were to get 2 away goals, I'm willing to say we're not going to concede, 8. I don't think that's going to happen. So we should be absolutely fine. We should be absolutely fine anyway. As I said, we are playing a stronger defense, or our strongest defense, more or less. I hit encourage there, shouldn't have done that. The midfield, as I said, it's not necessarily the first choice, but McGreevy and Al Emin are both very good players. Chambers is a good number 10. There's a chance for Turpey. Can he find his back of the net? Not quite. Jitter falls on it. Wasn't the best finish, to be honest, was it? But it was a chance, and that we'll take that. Monaghan with the corner. Right into the mixer. It's gone into the back of the net. It's Fred Simpson. It's a first of the season for him, and that is the away goal cancelled out. It's 6-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the evening, and we'll give them some praise. That should just about see us through. 5 goals they'll need to score now to take us to extra time, obviously, and you'd like to think we're not going to do that, so that should be absolutely fine. We shouldn't have conceded 4 goals, but you never can be completely sure. So we'll just let this first half play itself out. Now, is there anybody on the bench we want to give game time to? Maybe Albar, actually. It'll be a debut for him, I think. So if the game is still looking relatively comfortable, maybe 15 or so minutes into the second half, we might make that change. Again, let's just make sure we not letting complacency come in here. We scored 5 against them, didn't we? Oh no, it was 4 in the second half, wasn't it? Because we got 1 just before. So, if we can do it to them, in theory, they could do it to us. But, again, you'd be annoyed, wouldn't you? Annoyed. You'd be bordering on a rage quit. Ball in. Oh, it's gone down. It's going to be a penalty. It was, who went? Jacobs, was it? The on-loan winger that got bundled over. We're going to go and have a look at VAR. But you would imagine that is a bit of a slam dunk, isn't it, really? And I wonder if we take this opportunity to make this... Well, wait, if the penalty goes in, we'll make the sub and get Albar on. Chambers having a poor game. Look at that, only a 6.2 as the number 10. It is a penalty. I've got no idea who's going to take it. It is Mr. Gary Turpey. Can he get a second goal in Europe? Come on, mate. Jitter goes the right way. Jitter makes the save. So that's unfortunate. Monaghan with the corner. can we make up for that penalty miss? It's just over the bar. Was it Turpey at the back post? It might have even been. Just couldn't quite keep the header down. All right, let's make the change at left back. Let's get Albar on. Got some complacent looking players. Let's give it a focus. Yeah, everybody else there, we're happy to leave on the bench, I think. Keep some fresh legs. And it might just be a case of praising them to the finish line here. They're not going to score 5 goals in the next 15 minutes. So that is us in the group stages of the Champions League. Excellent, excellent stuff. The money this is going to bring, it changes the series. We're the first Northern Irish club to get there. We're going to have money to burn. And we've actually not played too well. Al Emin, Chambers, maybe it wasn't that sort of a game. It was a bit of a nothing event, really, wasn't it? So there it is. We win the Champions League playoff, and we have won the second leg as well. Bar makes his debut, so that's been useful. And look at that. It's more than I thought. It's almost £14 million. And, well, that makes the finances look very, very nice. Now, let's see if we could maybe even get a little bit of an increase to the transfer budget, Mr. Chairman. If we're being cheeky, let's go for the wage budget. Oh, no, I guess we could move it around if we get the transfer budget, couldn't we? Anyway, what did they say to that? Do we have a response? Not yet. Guys, wait right there. We have the group stage draw coming up. It's probably going to look very scary, isn't it? Okay, so some good news. We did get the the transfer budget increase. So we've got another 827 grand we can spend. Of course, transfer window is closed in just a few days here. Where's it? Yeah, so we've got to September 1st at midnight. So we've only got a very, very short time to try and get something else done. But we'll see if there's, where else we can strengthen. But group stage draw for the Champions League. We have been seeded 4th. I was hoping maybe we got out of that 4th tier. Though, to be honest, sometimes the 3rd tier is the weaker one. But anyway, let's have a look here. We won't draw this out. We'll just draw next team and get it done quickly. We can see all the first seeded sides there. Second seeded sides, Manchester City, Inter, AS Monaco, Dortmund, Barcelona, second seeded. Atletico Madrid, Napoli, and Valencia. Now, of course, Valencia we played last season. We were beaten fairly comfortably, if we're honest with ourselves, won't we? But yeah, I mean, if we're looking for groups that we wouldn't mind, I think our goal is going to have to try and get 3rd and parachute down. But Celtic, could we beat Celtic? I mean, of all the first seeded sides, they're probably the best bet. Maybe Porto. But anyway, 3rd tier, we have got Benfica, Spurs, Rangers, Ajax, Hertha Berlin, Marseille, Milan, and Leverkusen. Forget what I said about the 3rd seeded teams being some of the weaker ones, because that is clearly not true, is it? It's if we're looking at a team here that we have to beat to get to parachute down, I don't know who that team is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. This is one of the strongest looking Champions Leagues I think I've ever seen. Usually, there's one or two that you think, oh yeah, we could maybe beat them. So the 4th seeded sides, it's Hibs, it's ourselves, it's Zagreb, Bruges, Zenit St. Petersburg, Schalke, Besiktas, and Red Bull Salzburg. Let's see who we get. I don't really have a preference. Maybe Group A. We don't get that. We don't want Group B. Liverpool and Barcelona, that would be hurt the morale, wouldn't it? All right, this is maybe the one. Oh, okay. So we've got Celtic, Man City, Marseille, and ourselves. It's arguably the best one, I think. I think Celtic are they would be the weaker of the top-seeded groups. And Marseille is, you'd say maybe beatable. We're not getting out of the group in terms of staying in the Champions League. Could we get 3rd? You kind of doubt it, don't you? But we'll give it our best chance and see where that lands us. First up, it's a baptism of fire away to Manchester City. Oh, that is going to be painful. So that'll be next episode. We will come back. We'll face Carrick Rangers first up in the Premiership, and then it will be. Oh no, hang on. What am I looking at here? It's Celtic at home. Celtic at home is the first one, so that's arguably our biggest game. Of course, we would have to win that to get sort of any chance of even a parachute. So it is huge. First up, Come on, boys, come on. That's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We're in the Champions League. We've got the money. Can we get a few more players in? We'll certainly try. And I'll see you next time to wrap up the transfer window and get our Champions League group stage campaign underway. Take care.